Epstein had dinners and had celebrities go over his house. Like Chelsea Handler was one of the people that went over his house. And I'm not advocating for not releasing the files.
I think a lot of these motherfuckers don't respect the public.
Does that mean a foreign government? Does that mean our government?
I think if you can't draw the line at kid fucking, then you probably should stop talking in public. Like, well, how old is 16 really? The Epstein files.
I heard there's no files. I heard it's a hoax. And then all of a sudden, he's going to release the files. Well, I thought there was no files.
Man.
He wants an investigation now.
Listen.
Like, what is going on?
They voted 427 to 1.
Who was the one?
Whoa, who's the one?
I didn't see why he said, but he did
National
say what.
security.
Let me pull it
No
up.
fucking way you gonna be the
National
one. No,
security.
If you found out all of Congress voted for something and you the only one that didn't, can you change your vote? You can't be the one, guy.
It should be that it has to be like no one can know what the vote is before you do it.
Bro, I would love to hear his reason. How you the one?
Well, I was feeling like let's move past it and let's get on with our business. And
Bro, you can't move past it.
These billionaires are good people. Okay,
You can't move past
They're
it.
good,
Clay
solid people.
Higgins was the one.
Who?
Clay Higgins.
Where's he out of?
Arkansas.
Louisiana?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there
knew
he
it was
goes.
one of them.
Yeah.
One of
Somebody got to him.
One of the bottom 10 in education or something like that.
Somebody got to him. That's crazy, though. Like, people that had dinner over Epstein's house. Like, Epstein had dinners and had celebrities go over his house. Like, Chelsea Handler was one of the people that went over his house. I don't think Chelsea Handler is out there molesting kids.
No, I get.
You know what I mean?
No, I get that, but I think we're past that. We're beyond that point now because.
Right, you just have to be able to say, "Hey, I went to his house for dinner."
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because people try to do that to you with like pictures. They're like, if you was in a picture with somebody, they think,
Right.
But it's like. It's the difference between being in a picture with somebody and being in 500 pictures with them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And flying to an island
Yeah,
with them.
I think because this is a big problem. I mean, just related back to what we were talking about earlier with Hollywood too, is that I think a lot of these motherfuckers don't respect the public. They don't respect our intelligence. Like I think the average American is smart enough to know the difference between somebody that was just in there or somebody that testified than somebody that was banging children.
See, the thing is, the average American probably can tell the difference, but there are sub-average individuals that all they want to know is you're on the list, and they hear you're on the list, and they might try to kill you. And that is a fact.
But here's the thing. The problem is...
And I'm not advocating for not releasing the files. I'm just saying there's enough dumb, nutty people that will think that you're guilty.
What's at stake is people's belief in the integrity of the process.
That's already cooked.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's
but
already cooked.
whatever, the last little shreds of it that are left is like, no more you getting to sift through and decide. Because it's easy to say that. But the truth is they want to be able to decide whose names get seen and whose names don't. And people aren't with that. Like,
And they shouldn't be with that.
Or we agree with this guy and then we let them Kennedy joints out. We've been waiting for them to think about it. They said the same thing about the Kennedy shit. Well, we don't want to hurt it. And every time they're supposed to release it, they kick it down the road.
They released some new Kennedy documents, but no, I never heard anything come out of it.
Yeah, it's supposed to have been released 2 or 3 presidents
There's no way those people are alive.
Right. Justice delayed is justice denied. The longer we wait, the more we let these fucking snakes kick the can down the road, the more they get to obfuscate and muddy the waters. No,
You know what Trump said about the JFK files?
What?
He said, I saw them, and if you saw what I saw, you wouldn't release them either. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is the JFK files. One of the things that you said was that if they showed you what they showed me, this was your quote, you wouldn't want people to know it either.
I opened them up partially. They called me, they said, "Sir, would rather have you not." And I did open them, but I was asked by some people not to open them. There's a Martin Luther King file too, by the way, that they'd like to see. I don't know if you know, but there is that. But JFK in particular. So they called me, a lot of good people called me, people that that you would find reasonable people, and they asked me not to do it. So I said, well, we'll close it for another time.
What could that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Does that mean a foreign government? Does that mean our government? Does that mean the mafia? Does that mean a coordinated effort with all the above? What does that mean?
I have no idea what it could possibly mean.
That's crazy for something that happened in 1963.
Yeah, and almost everyone involved, almost everyone that could be embarrassed somehow is dead.
62 years ago, man.
So it would have to be something that like destroys an institution or something.
Something.
Like this Epstein shit.
Right.
Like I don't give a fuck who in there. I don't
Yeah.
care who in there.
You don't care.
Put that shit in the street. Yeah,
But they think you do. That's
yeah.
so
I don't
silly.
have a
Party identity.
I don't have a favorite politician. I don't have. There's nobody. I don't give these motherfuckers money.
No, that's
No, there's no politician that I love enough to because this is what's killing me. There's people out there that are literally like, well, how old is 16 really?
That would be Megyn Kelly. She tried to defend Trump's mentions in the files by minimizing what Epstein really did. Splitting hairs for the favor of pedos is wild.
Was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds.
But the internet responded immediately with the hashtag #IWas15. Even SNL did a number on her.
Megyn Kelly made a terrific point this week. She said, Epstein's not a pedophile. Terrific thing to just say out of nowhere. Great job, Megyn. We love Megyn. They should put her back on TV. Legalize Megyn.
Yeah, I think if you can't draw the line at kid fucking, then you probably should stop talking in public. Like you shouldn't have public discourse, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a pattern that has existed forever in politics. They want you to be compromised when you get into any sort of a position so they can control you. And I think these things like Epstein, and there's probably a bunch of other similar operations that are being run, they provide you with like a really good time, or maybe you're a high profile, extremely wealthy individual, and it's hard for you to get hosed. And some guy tells you, hey, we've got everything covered. You know, you come to my island. Nothing, what happens on the island stays on the island. Do you know that there's the amount of money that's been paid out to victims of Jeffrey Epstein is like $300 million so far?
From where?
I don't know. Is that true?
Yeah, but there's also a bunch of money that just moved after he died that no one really understands either.
This is all so sketchy.
Bro, I'm telling you, a lot of
It's
people,
so
if they
sketchy.
really release this shit in earnest, it's gonna change everything. I hope it's that powerful.
Do you think it will be?
Well, all I know is
Because-
the most powerful person on earth has been doing a lot to keep that shit from coming out. And I'm not like everybody else. I don't think Trump is in there in a criminal way. But I think he has a lot of powerful friends that have been putting pressure on him to keep that shit under wraps.
I think that definitely has to
I
be
think
the
it's going to be
case.
royal people. It's going to be prime ministers. It's going to be Supreme Court justices. It's going to be all type
Former
of motherfuckers.
presidents.
Yeah, some big CEOs. It's going to be all type of shit in there.
Scientists.
Get it out.
Yeah.
Get it out. Yeah. The world already. There's nothing to lose for America as a whole.
What a crazy operation they were running. What a crazy thing. To have a bunch of people fly them out to an island that somehow or another you own. Like, where'd you get the money to buy a fucking island, bro?
It's not as expensive as you think.
A whole island?
Yeah, I don't
we
think
looked
so.
at that island.
How
We
much?
we
Oh.
were trying to buy it.
How
we
much is
were
it?
actually, I shouldn't say we're trying to buy it. We were thinking about it very briefly, but it was too expensive. It was like
What?
55.
It's not discounted now?
That's a discount.
That's the discounted
Yes.
price? Oh, okay.